Hey guys, welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make this super cute Among Us pet, and it's like I love it so much, and it's super soft because I made it out of velvet yarn. It's pretty easy, and this is my original design, but this is copyright, so you can't really do anything with it. But anyways. So the things you're going to be needing is a stitch marker, and I'm just going to be using this like wire that I got from Paperclip, but you can use a safety pin, a real stitch marker, a bobby pin works great, safety pin and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be using a wire which I can just kind of use like that, or I might use a bobby pin, whatever. Obviously some yarn because this is crochet. I'm using this really nice blue velvet yarn so I can make a friend for this red one. This one, I don't know which one's imposter. Comment down below which. Oh, it can stand. I didn't know that. That's so cute. Okay, so comment down below which one you think is the imposter. So you're also gonna be needing a hook. So I will just tell you what hook size I'm using. I'm using the hook size 5. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'm using the hook size 5. Obviously you can use whatever hook size you want depending on your yarn size. So let's just get started. So first, just gonna make a magic ring of 6 stitches, but since this is velvet yarn, it's kind of hard to make a magic ring, so I'll just use a chain 2 technique. If you don't know how to crochet, if you don't know some of these basic stitches, I'll link my video on how to crochet in the iCard. So I'm just using the chain 2 technique. So you chain 2 and then you do 6 single crochets into the first stitch. But if you're using regular yarn, I think that you should use a regular magic ring. So once you have your magic ring, just do a slip stitch into the first stitch, or a single crochet. So once you've done that, you should have your magic ring, and you just want to put in your stitch marker. You can use a piece of yarn, so you can just like take a piece of yarn, put it in like this, but I'm using wire. So you want to do, for this first round, you just want to do increases all around. So how you do an increase is you just do a single crochet. You guys must know how to do a single crochet. And then instead of doing a single crochet into the next stitch, you want to do a single crochet in the same stitch. So that's an increase, and you want to do that in every single stitch around. So yeah. So if you guys saw that, you would know that my laptop just fell. That's why I'm gonna be doing this angle now. I should probably buy a camera or something, but I continue anyways with really bad quality videos for you guys. I'm gonna try to put it in that position again, so just give me a moment right now. I forgot to mention that we have to do single crochet increase, so sorry about that. So once you've done single crochet increase all the way around, you should have something like this, and this is the top of the thing. So now you just want to do 8, or not 8, but you want to do, I think, 6 rows of single crochets. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong or not. So I did one row of single crochet with you guys, and I'll do the rest off camera, I guess. So once you have that, you just want to do 5 more rows. So I'll get back to you guys when I'm doing. So once you've done with this, you're gonna do 5 more rows. So I'll get back to you guys when I'm doing. Okay, so I actually ended up doing 6 rows in total, not 7. So yeah. So instead of adding your stitch marker again, what you wanna do is you wanna chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that, and then you wanna kind of just count. We're making the legs right now, so you wanna fold this in half and see where you can put your hook. So put your hook in the opposite side of where you started here, and then just do a single crochet. I hope you know what I mean. And now you have 2 leg holes. It's a leg hole, and it's working out pretty good. If you heard that, that was my stomach. You might think it looks a little bit thin, but when you add the stuffing, it's gonna be fine. And you can add stuffing in the backpack, but I don't really like to. So what you wanna do now is we're going to do some single crochets all around in these leg holes right there. So like that, and you want to do single crochets all the way around in one of these leg holes. You can do whatever leg hole you want. So you go into the first stitch, and basically just single crochets. We're not gonna do any increasing, just basic single crochets. Once you've reached this chain part right here, you want to do single crochets into that. It might be slightly hard, but you can do it. So that will be your first thing. And this right here, what you can do about this thing is you can just insert your hook from the top and then just bring it down. I always do that. So let me just see how many rows you guys need to do. So now you just want to do 2 more rows, and I'll just do that off camera. So yeah. Okay, so I'm done with the, well, I'm not done, but here's the legs so far, but I'm not done yet. We're gonna add stuffing, and this is not gonna be the last time we're gonna add the stuffing. We're gonna add some more stuffing later on. I'm using this random stuffing that I have. I have like a giant bag. Okay, so I added some stuffing, and looks like this. This is a little bit thinner, but I'm gonna make it like really fat. But anyways, now what you want to do is we're gonna, instead of doing just rows of single crochets again, we're gonna do decreases instead. I'm not gonna add a stitch marker because I don't feel like it. So how you do a decrease is you go into the first stitch but only pick up the top loop, and then instead of yarning over, you wanna go into the next stitch and pick up the first loop. This is an invisible decrease. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. You have 2 loops, and then just finish off it like you usually do. And you just want to do this until you have like a tiny little hole left, and then you can add some additional stuffing or whatever. So once you have a tiny little hole, I'm just gonna add a little bit of stuffing because I don't want to overstuff this or else it's gonna be hard. But yeah, if by the way, if you don't feel like it, you can go check out my shop on Instagram. It's called Nice Creations. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to cut. Okay, you want to cut it off, but actually I'm just gonna do one stitch like that. So you just want to cut off just like that much and pull it through. So now you can close it up with a needle, a yarn needle, but I don't really have one that's meant for velvet yarn. So is this paused? Oh my. Okay, I'm just gonna use a bobby pin, and you can use this too. You can use this technique, and you just wanna close the hole up, and since the hole is pretty small, you won't need to close it up. So once you close it up, just go inside the body and hide it. No, you don't need to do it that far. So yeah, and then you can cut, and you can just hide the additional if there's any stuffing poking out. So now that you're done with one leg, we're gonna work on the other leg. And so I'm gonna show you guys how to start the other leg. So just go into one of these stitches right here. I don't know if you guys can see these stitches well or not, but they're little stitches which are right here, and you want to go into one of those stitches, and you won't need a stitch marker for this round, and you want to make a slip knot like that. Insert, and you want to yarn over and pull through that thing to make a one chain, and then you also want to pull through that stitch right there. Oops. And then you just want to yarn over and pull through to make it nice and secure. And you just want to do a row of single crochets, and this might be a little bit difficult because the stuffing is like really close and it's really like awkward. It's really awkward place to crochet. I don't even know if some of you guys are still watching because this video might be a little long. I'm gonna try to edit it to make it as short as possible, but I also want to like explain thoroughly because I don't even know if I'm explaining well. So you just want to basically do 4 total rows of single crochets including this, and I'll meet you guys back when I'm done. So once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna stuff the leg a little bit better because it's kind of so now you just want to do rows of decreasing, and and I already did some rows. I already did a few, so yeah. So I'm just gonna cut a tiny amount of length because we have to sew it up, obviously, if you guys remember. If you crochet all the way around and there is like not a hole, then you can just skip the sewing up the whole part if you like, but you don't need to. So now you should have your basic Among Us shape, so you can just hide the end like that and snip it. I feel bad for wasting that much, but you're gonna also have one right here from where we started the leg. That's not. You can even hide this with your hook, but I think it's just easier to do it like this. If some of the stuffing comes out, you can just put it back in and snip. So we have this basic shape now. I'm just gonna compare it, and they look pretty much this. They look pretty much the same, like that. So now we're gonna work on the backpack, which is pretty easy. So I'm just gonna get some yarn going right here, and I'm gonna start with a basic slip knot and start chaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you want to chain 7 right here, and you want to go into the second chain from the hook. Make sure it's the second, and then do a single crochet, and you just want to do single crochets for the whole row. So now that you've done that, you should have something like this, pretty basic. And you want to chain 1, and instead of like turning it over and doing another row, you want to go into the back from the opposite side. That might seem a little weird, but just trust me on this one. So like this, and then you want to do that for that row. So once you've reached the end, you should have like a really weird thing, kind of like goggles for the Among Us, this thing. But now that you've reached the end, instead of chaining 1 again, you just want to continue crocheting kind of like a circle. So this is my 3rd one, I think, and I'll put on the screen for how many rows you must do. I'll just put it over here. So I did 6 rows around to get a small little backpack shape like this, and you want to leave quite a bit of length to get it. So I'm doing about, like, let me just measure how much I did. Actually, you know what, I'm too lazy. This looks like about 12 inches. And I'm gonna pull through. So now you wanna sew the top. It's actually like a real backpack. So I'm gonna actually stuff this a little bit. I didn't stuff it that much for this one, and it looks kind of flat, but you don't have to stuff it because it's like really tiny. If you want to make a bigger version, you can just increase the amount of rows over here and increase the amount of rows in the legs and in the backpack, obviously. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit stuffing. So now I'm gonna take my bobby pin and sew it closed. You don't need some really good sewing skills, just go in each stitch and just sew it closed. Oh yeah, and I forgot to hide this thing right here, so just go from the inside and pull it. You can even stuff this with little yarn scraps that you have laying around. You don't have to stuff it with stuffing. Okay, so I want to sew it onto the side, and how you sew it on is just go in a stitch kind of like this and pull it, and then go in a stitch which is on the backpack, pull it, and then go in a stitch that's on the body, and you just want to basically repeat this all the way around. It's not that hard actually. So once you have sewed it all together, just hide it in the body like we usually do. Cut it, and oh my god, you shouldn't cut too much. And this kinda looks like the front, not gonna lie. And I probably shouldn't have added too much stuffing. I regret that a little. But here's what to do if you added too much stuffing. Just go in a stitch, then just like kinda shove some of the stuffing out. And the stuffing will keep on coming out. And then you have way less stuffing. So now we're gonna make the goggles, and I didn't use velvet yarn for the goggles because I didn't have velvet yarn. I only have it for these two colors, but it's fine, it doesn't really make that big of a difference. So let me just grab my white normal yarn, or yarn, whatever. So I have my white yarn right here. I'm gonna be using a smaller hook size because this yarn with 5 is not that good. So I'm just gonna put that away, and I'm gonna be using the hook size 3. I thought even coming in the frame, I don't know. You guys gotta trust me on this one. And I'm thirsty. Stay hydrated. So this is basically the same concept as the backpack. but instead of doing 6 rows, you want to do 4 rows. Okay, so 4 rows works just fine. You can be a little bit skeptical at first, but I'm just gonna hide this end. Oh my god, it's gonna hide this end right here, and I might stuff it, I don't know, but yeah. So I'm just gonna, oops, sorry about that, guys. One of my someone told me that the camera moves too much in my videos, so sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut off a little amount of length because I don't want to make the same mistake as last time. I think I cut off too much too. Okay, so since this isn't velvet yarn, I won't be using a bobby pin. I will be using a regular yarn needle, but I'm too lazy to bring that, so I'm not gonna be using a regular yarn needle. Probably a mistake, but I don't care. You can adjust. I use this bobby pin for my yarn. I don't really use it, but this is basically the same how to do this, how to sew on the backpack. Okay, so I sewed the goggles on, and now I'm just gonna hide it with my hook because I'm too lazy to put the thing. Cut it off, and then we finally have this. I went through a lot of pain and struggling to make this stupid thing, but it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. But now she has a friend, and they can just play until, let's just hope that doesn't happen. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.